Turn on the torch, light up the flame. Time to melt some glass, my friends. There you are. Here I am to explain, to teach, and create again. Been inspired to do another quick video. I just did the live video feed, um, basically because just wanted to see if, and I did it at the very, very, very last minute. So basically, I didn't prepare. But I decided to go ahead and do another little video, still on that Christmas ornament line, still giving some ideas. I already started this one, and basically this one's going to be a tortoise, or tortoise, sea turtle when I'm finished. What I'm doing now is the basic sea turtle shell, and I've got 5 mil rod that I'm using back and forth between one side and the other to seal it up or to make a cold weld and work on the other side. Okay. Almost there, and I will stretch and manipulate this to the way I like it in just a second. I admit I'm making a lot of not of the best welds, but what I am doing is going back into it like I am right now and heating up those welds and making them proper. Okay. Each one of these, you can do it as you go or do it afterwards, but you just, again, this line is less stressful than making a whole big piece anyway, so it's pretty cool to play with a design like this. Just draw it out and make it. Okay. Couple more to go. Oops. Wouldn't you know it, right at a weld. One of the ones I hadn't welded yet, or welded better yet. There we are. Oh, itch. Itch. There we go. Okay. Now, here we go. Heat, stretch, pull. Heat, stretch, pull. You can manipulate this. As you can see, it's very rustic. Now I'm going to flatten it a little even more evenly, or actually I'm going to stretch it out a little bit. And what I'm doing is, with this type of flame, it's really, really cool in that with this line, it becomes very pliable. See there? I stretched it just slightly while it was outside of the flame. And while it's this way, you can play. It's very pliable with your graphite rods too. You can sort of just nudge it in a little bit of a. Whoop. All right, where'd it go? There it is. Nudge it in a little direction that you want to put it in. Okay. One down. This is the basic turtle shell. There we go. I'm going to stretch it out just a little bit more, elongate it just a little bit. And while you're doing this, if you wanted to make it a little flatter as you go, then do so. I'm going for the rustic look. I'm going for handcrafted. I'm going for, but there are those that want to manipulate the glass just right and make it look just perfect, which is a good thing. But again, what I'm doing is trying to give you a direction to go in. And I think where I've got this attached is going to be the front. Just the way it's looking. And now I'm going to Do a point for the tail, just to make sure I don't forget it later. And I'm going to bring this over, attach, and then pull out. There you go. I'm going to shorten that a little bit. Just a little point. There we go. You could probably even do a dream weaver with this. A dream catcher, excuse me, not a dream weaver. If you wanted to. The designs are endless. You just come up with the design and draw it out and lace it up. Right? Right. Actually, I'm going to make that shorter. Right there. There we go. Boom. Thin one. You know, usually when I do the sea turtle, I start at the front right. This time I started with the front left, back right, which is interesting. Or it could be the, it's all in the way you look at it, I guess. And considering it's a two-dimensional object, it could be back left or back right, doesn't matter. Another way you can do this, as I'm thinking about it, is bring it out into a point or a cone and then heat and shape the cone to your liking. Like so. Watch this. There you go. Now I'm going to shape the cone. Cone meaning just a point like a cone. There you go. Pin 2. Now the front pins. These are a little bit thick and a little bit, but it's still pretty cool. It's that it's very strong, very durable, and something to manipulate. Hope you like this. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to fume this one, I believe. Most of the ones I'm going to do, I'm actually going to make some stringers and make some very thinner, smaller ones. A little on the fragile side, but I can still repair them. If somebody brings back one to me and says, hey, it's broken here. Okay. Looking good to me. What do you think? Depending. Cold weld to the tail. And now we're going to make the head. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to give it blue eyes, too. That's long enough for the neck. Tweezers. Seal that in right there. There you go. And you say eyes. How are you going to do the eyes? What are you doing here for eyes? I don't believe you're going to put eyes on this. Eyes is going to be cool. Eyes are going to be easy. You put a dot there, and a dot across from it. You can tweeze them in a little bit and flatten them a little bit more. Aye, 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 aye. Now, fun part. A little bit of stress going on. The more I put it all together. Let me get another cold weld here on the tip of the nose. As you're doing this, you can look it over and see if there's any major welds that need to be fixed or worked on. There we go. There's one. Hold that off for a second. It's broken right here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'm going to warm it in and seal it back together like it never happened. Oops. Cold weld wasn't good enough. There we go. First, you got to heat up the glass. Ah! To manipulate it, to move it back into place again. There you go. Finer flame right there. Seal it back together. And now warm it all out again. Look it over. In this type of bushy flame, you can look the whole thing over and say, oh, there's a crack, there's something. That could be worked a little bit better. As you're doing this, it's also... Oh. Well, that's nice. Shouldn't have left that there. Come on. There we go. You can go over each weld if you want to. Make sure it's all nice and even and good for you. But I did this rustic. I did this because I like it this way. It's been a while since I've actually done these. This is something I did in my past. But good to bring back your past from time to time. Work it into your future. Okay, round that down. It's a little bit too long of a point. Oh, I did it again. Believe it or not, in this state, with this flame and how thick it is, this glass becomes pretty pliable. See there? So if you wanted to reshape it a little bit here or there, now would be the time. Like watch, I'm going to stretch it out just a little bit more. Just a little bit. There we go. Oops, that'll do. I'm going to put a loop here on the nose. Actually, by itself, it's already a loop, but I'm going to do it anyway because I said I was going to. And these do really well fumed. In other words, if you put silver fume or gold fume to them, sweet, works out really well. All each one individually, one of a kind piece. With that, cream that out just a little bit. Oops, oopsie. That's good. And you have one sea turtle ornament or pendant for later. I mean, it doesn't have to be for just Christmas. Thanks for looking, and always enjoy your day.